Chapter 4. Long and Short. Lali is selling things at her father's shop. A farmer comes to buy rope. Can you give me 7 arms of rope? Here is your 7 arms of rope. Why don't you measure your arm with this rope and take 7 times of that length? But this is only 6 arms long. So the farmer measures his arm with the rope, and Lali gives him 7 times that much rope. How many? In how many steps will Damji cross the road? How many cups can be placed in a line on this table? How many pots can be placed to reach the tree branch? How many shirts can be hung on this wire? How much is a centimeter? That is cm. The matchstick is 4 centimeters long. The die is 1 centimeter from every side. The lizard is 13 centimeters long. The leaf is dash centimeter long. The wax color is dash centimeter long. Now, look at a scale that you find in a geometry box. How many centimeters does it have? The small scale that you mostly use in school is like this one. Is it easier to start measuring from the 0 mark? Look at the things drawn near the scale and find out their lengths. What are the little lines on the scale used for? Look for things that are about 10 centimeters long. Screwdriver, saw, spanner. Between 10 and 20 centimeters long, iron, spoon, bottle, etc. Less than 1 centimeter long. Peas, ends, pulses, etc. Observe these 2 figures. Here we can see a giraffe. Chapter 10. Play with patterns. Patterns around us. In everyday life, we see many patterns. For example, barbed wire, grills of a window, snake, sari, shawl, fence around walls, blankets, curtains, etc. Self-study. Look around yourself and list 3 things in which you find some pattern. Meet Pallavi. She is saying something. Hello, I am Pallavi. I live in Jaipur. My city is known for clothes with block prints. Have a look at some of the block print designs made by my mother. She makes these designs by using blocks again and again. One day, I got hold of the blocks and made a beautiful design. See the given pattern. One block is straight and the other is inverted. In this way, pattern is repeated in the given design. Using one block in many ways, we can make different designs. Pictures in a pattern. Here some patterns of pictures are made. For every pattern, a rule is used. The rule for this pattern is, there is one girl after every 2 boys. Then this is repeated. In this pattern, there is one arrow up and one down. Then this is repeated. Practice time. Given here are some patterns. Figure out the rule for each and continue the pattern. In the first pattern, one blue pot and then the red pot is given. This pattern is then repeated. Thus, after red pot, we will have blue pot, again a red pot, and then a blue pot. In the second pattern, 2 times A is given and 1 time B is given. This pattern is then repeated. Thus, after B, we will have 2 times A and 1 time B. In the third pattern, 1, 3 and 5 petal flower is given. This pattern is then repeated. Thus, in the given blank space, we will have 1, 3 and 5 petal flower. In the fourth pattern, there are 4 parts in a square. And in that, one part is blue color. Each part gets blue colored from left side to right side. Thus, in the same pattern, we will fill the color in each part of the square in the blank spaces. In the fifth pattern, One horizontal and one vertical block of design is given. This pattern is then repeated. Thus, we will complete this pattern in the same manner. In the sixth pattern, we have morning, afternoon, evening, night. Morning then will be followed by afternoon, evening and night. Growing patterns. See, here a different type of pattern is given. In the first and second, we have one arrow pointing downward and the other arrow pointing upward. After that, two arrows pointing downward and other two arrows pointing upward. Then, three arrows pointing downward and other three arrows pointing upward. In the pattern, the number of arrows are increasing. Thus, this pattern keeps on growing. It does not repeat. Thus, moving forward in the pattern, we will have 4 arrows pointing downward and 4 arrows pointing upward. Thereafter, 5 arrows pointing downward and 5 arrows pointing upward will follow. Example.
Chapter 6. Fun with give and take. Introduction. In a cricket match, Sri Lanka made 236 runs. India has made 123 runs. There is a lot of fun. How many more runs does India need to win? Try to find out. How many more runs does India need to win the game? A. More than 100 runs. B. Less than 100 runs. If you find out, India needs more than 100 runs to win the game. Now, to win, India must make 236 runs. The number of runs India needs to win, 236 minus 123 is equal to dash runs. Come on, let us do the subtraction. First, write both the numbers one below another. First, write the number 236.
Chapter 13. Smart Charts. Introduction. Flowers of different colors. Have you been to a park? What colored flowers did you see? Were most of the flowers yellow in color? Look at the different flowers in the picture and complete the table. In the first column of the table, the color of the flowers is given. And in the second column, we have to write the number of the flowers. There are 9 blue colored flowers. There are 7 red colored flowers. There are 5 orange colored flowers. There are 10 purple colored flowers. From the information given in the table, fill in the blanks. 1. Dash are the most in number. How many? Dash. Purple colored flowers are the most in number. They are 10 in number. So we write purple colored flowers and 10 in the blank spaces. 2. Dash are the least in number. How many? Dash. Orange colored are the least in number. They are 5 in number. So we write orange colored flowers and 5 in the blank spaces. 3. Purple colored flowers are more than blue colored flowers. 4. Red colored flowers are more than orange colored flowers. No. In the third and fourth questions, you can compare 2 different colored flowers of your choice. What do we see on the road? Look at the traffic scene in the picture and fill in the table. In the first column of the table, we have way of travel. And in the second column, we have to write the count. Come, let's complete the table. The people who are walking are 9. The people who are traveling by bicycle are 5. The people who are traveling by scooter are 6. The people who are traveling by bus are 22. The people who are traveling by car are 3. The people who are traveling by rickshaw are 10. There is only one person traveling by tractor. There are 5 people who are traveling by bullock cart. There are 2 people who are traveling by horse cart. There are 8 people who are traveling by school bus. With the help of the table, answer the following questions. 1. In the picture, which travel do you see the most? Most people travel by bus. 2. Which way of travel or vehicle do you see the least? The tractor is seen the least as the way of travel. Also, the bullock cart and the horse cart are also seen the least. 3. The number of people walking is more than the number of dash. The number of people walking is more than cycle, scooter, car, bullock cart. Chapter 8. Who is heavy? Introduction.
हिंदी के अक्षर सीने देखते आप
Good, that is jaggery and groundnuts. Shabnam loves to eat jaggery and groundnuts. One day, she bought 1 kg of jaggery and 1 kg of groundnuts. Shabnam thought, oh, the groundnuts look so much more than the jaggery. Are the groundnuts really more than the jaggery in weight? Or they just look more? No. The groundnuts are not more in weight than the jaggery. They simply look to be more. Now guess, for which of these items you need a bigger bag? 1 kg of popcorn or 1 kg of sugar? For 1 kg popcorn, a bigger bag is needed. 2. 1 kg peas or 1 kg potatoes? For 1 kg of peas, a bigger bag is needed. Pumpkin tomato pumpkin. This is the playground where the tomatoes come to play every day. They love to play on the seesaw. One day, a big pumpkin comes to the playground and sits on one side of the seesaw. When he does not get up for a long time, the tomatoes decide to sit on the other side and lift the pumpkin up so that he falls off. So, the little tomatoes start climbing up on the other side of the seesaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on till 25. The pumpkin is still sitting there and laughing loudly.